Hey there, Sid here with another trade recap, and today's recap is going to be about the red day recap. And let's start about SPY. So today, when the market opens, SPY was pushing up higher and higher, and as you can see here, it initially showed a strong momentum and overall bullish momentum right up to like about 9:45. Then it entered into the choppy zone, then again it broke out from that chop zone, made a new high, and from their point onwards it was just like straight downhill, and it took entire market with it, like all the tech stocks and everything. So I took multiple trades, to be honest, because there were like so many stocks just popping up and disappearing into oblivion without like providing enough opportunity to take a trade on it. Like the setup that we saw on BKKT, even on last Friday we saw it on PHUN, DWAC. On last Thursday we saw the same setup on DWAC. There was a setup over there. It was the stock was holding its price, and it was in a it was forming multiple patterns. It was respecting, all the stocks were respecting support and resistance lines, but today there was nothing. Like every stock was popping up and going and giving back all its gain in immediately, or like in the next candle. So it was extremely difficult to trade. I managed my risk, I would say very well, because even though I chased a stock a little bit, um, I managed my risk very well, and the losses that I had today, I can recover it easily in upcoming trades. But let's go over all my trades one by one. So first trade that I took was on Apple. So when I saw this initial bull run on Apple, I thought like it's going to break 150 level and will head towards 155. That didn't happen. I entered right around here on this candle, and immediately after that it showed that fake promise of that it's going to break out from the 150 level, but that didn't hold up for a certainly for a longer duration, and it ended up giving back all the gain that it had before that candle, before this green candle or this bull trap. And so I I was holding a call option, so that's why I was like not um I was a little bit hesitant to hold it on for a longer duration for multiple days. So I just closed that position for $49 loss, as you can see here. Now let's move on to the next trade that I took was on DKNG. So DKNG, I was trying to short this stock, and the setup was there, but the movement, the overall chart was choppy, and it was basically following S&P 500. If it started S&P 500 or SPY started moving up, it was also moving up and down, and it was kind of like extremely difficult uh to enter into the trade for shorting the stock. So as you can see, I shorted 100 shares, just gained like $2.05. Nothing significant over there. Now let's talk about the FB, because I'm still holding Facebook. So I bought 10 contracts of a call spread of 315 to 320, because Facebook beat down a lot, and as you can see here, it entered into the oversold position on RSI, and definitely it will bounce back up. So that's why I bought like leap call options, and I'm basically, as you can see here, I bought 10 call spreads expiring on 18th February 2022. So there is a lot of time there, obviously, and I'm sure that there is no brainer that if you are not in Facebook, it's a good opportunity to enter into the Facebook for a long term. Obviously, this is not a financial advice. Do your DD before entering into the trade. I'm not responsible for any of your trades. I personally think that Facebook will bounce, so I'm entering into the trade right now. So that position is still open. I will hold it for a longer duration till Facebook reach to that point. I am expecting if market bounce back tomorrow, I will get that 315 to $320 move on Facebook by the end of the week. But if that didn't happen, then I'm happy to hold it for a longer duration. Now let's go to the IINN, Inspire Technologies. What a weird symbol. It's hard to pronounce. So this is the one I was talking about where I had a major loss. So I was looking into the stock, and when it went to the halt, right when the right after like 2 p.m. or 1 around like 2 p.m. Yes, it went into the halt, and it was kind of like a showing some strong momentum. So I entered into the trade in within these two candles, and I was up by $150. And at that point I stopped trading, and but then FOMO kicked in, and I thought like, okay, if it is showing this strong momentum, then probably it will give me some more profit. And that greed gave me a red day basically. So this is like a 264. I lost $264 trade, almost traded 1,200 shares, and this was the big opportunity. This was like a good opportunity to get into this stock, but this drop was nasty, and I think like I jumped into the trade pretty early, around 750, and it dropped way down. And as if you are doing day trading for more than 6 months, you can understand that you cannot hold it at that position. So I cut my losses and ended up giving back all my profit plus $264 as a loss. Now the next trade that I took where I lost the money on LIDAR, LIDR, and this is the thing that I was talking about initially. All the stocks were moving up and coming down instantly within like a next candle or so. Same thing happened over here, showed some promise of a bull move or like a strong momentum, but ended up was kind of like a bull trap. Lost 29.50 over there. Now let's go to the PLTR, which was the only decent profitable trade for me, because initially I shorted the stock right when the market opens as SPY was dropping, and I earned $88.50 over there. And the WBX, what a disappointment this was. So initially, like I charted this stock. I draw this support and resistance lines as it moved up, and I was holding 10 shares over here, as you can see, just 10 shares. And when the market opens, I expected that it will basically move quickly, and it did that. It went into the halt on this green candle. Let me expand it a little bit. Yes, On this green candle, it went into the hot, and I expected it to at least go to the to $30 level, and that didn't happen. It flushed down on the resumption, and it was a nasty flush. So on just 10 shares, ended up losing $59. So just imagine, like, if someone was holding 100, 200, or maybe 1,000 shares, that would have been disaster for them. But yeah, manage my risk. Overall market was choppy, and I hope that we are not going to see that tomorrow, but nonetheless, it's a red day for me. So that thank you for watching this video, guys, and as usual, this is not a financial advice. I take my trades based on my fundamental analysis, and but after checking everything. So you do your own research and decide, like, if it is a good thing to enter into the trade or not. If you are not sure, then consult with some financial advisor or someone who has authority or in the position to give you that kind of advice. I am not that person. I'm just making this video so that you can learn something from my experience. That being said, thank you for watching this video, and see you again in next trade recap. Thank you, and have a good night. Bye.